And welcome
It hurts
to
fresh.
this
Yeah.
350th
Woo!
episode
Ho!
of Crashing
Man,
Game Night.
Holy crap!
My name is Matt Diorio, your host,
350.
as always. And as the elder statesman of the group, I can remember when that song came out.
Oh yeah. All I wanna do
Rex
is
and
a zoom,
Effects,
zoom, zoom, and a
Drum
boom, boom.
Shaker, like
Yeah, dude.
that was like, yeah, really nice. So I can remember that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, joined by the beanied one, Gerard Barrera.
How's it going, all you nerds out there? What's up? Uh, yeah. We were getting a little nostalgic there, but still hurts. Fresh whenever someone's well, you're old, because it's true. I am old. I'm officially old. But yeah, so that I don't know how you're feeling, Matt. Like if you
Well,
how that
we're going to
jab
talk about it.
hits, but it's
We're
fresh for me. It's still like, oh yeah, you're right, but
oh, it's gonna
it's a chop. It
it hit
hurts.
hard this weekend for me, and we'll talk
Oh
about that
no.
tonight. Um, because the tonight's episode is nicely called "Great Scott." It's an Animal Crossing update and monthly games.
Oh my
So
God.
we're gonna talk about how hard that trip down memory lane hurt this weekend. But we're joined by the big face one, Theo Walski.
Bro, I mean, I know we're going to be talking about it later, but the video that you sent about Animal Crossing, oh my God, be breaking. I might be buying a Switch 2 just for that.
But you can play it on the Switch.
Really?
Like the whole update, and we'll talk about it, is predominantly on the Switch. You don't really need the Switch 2 for it.
Okay.
We'll talk about it. And then our maitre d' services, the man with the couch, the man, the myth, the legend, the lion's mane, Jason Melidio.
How's it going, guys? How's it going, guys? It is quite a momentous episode. Be careful. Do not give the Loch Ness monster any money. It is 350.
Wow,
And yeah,
350.
I mean,
Holy
we were
crap.
talking about it, but like when you think about it, a lot of podcasts don't even make it to 100,
Yeah,
right? In this
man.
day and age. And
Yeah.
we're going 350 strong. Started 1/1/2019.
Jesus.
19. Wow, man.
2019
How
because
old? Talk about old.
we're
Jesus.
and we got to remember this everything was birthed
We we
out of
officially
E3,
have a
you know.
backlog that like we can timeline like trends based on our episodes. Like
Oh my
that's
God.
crazy.
Oh,
If you think
stop
about
it.
it,
Yeah.
that's pretty crazy.
Um
Now you made me feel old just because of that.
Good. How does it feel?
well, let's
Evil
you want
person.
to talk about
Evil.
making it feel old, right? We all met 11 years ago.
Wow. You know, I was just telling a coworker that like how the podcast started
Mhm.
and telling them about E3. Like have you ever heard of it? No. Well, oh, like that's too bad. It was a
It was
convention back
this.
in the
Oh,
day
wow.
when yeah. I had a deep dive. Like it was a convention all about video games and this and this and
Well, I
then
mean, it's even
there
worse
was
that it's
this.
gotten to the point where people
No,
don't know what E3 is.
That's
yeah.
why, yeah, I had to explain it,
That's so
Ugh.
sad if it's a thing, man.
then I further got into like, oh, and by the way, the game, the line that we were waiting in, and then I explained
You
Disney
had to explain
Infinity.
the same thing.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I kind of remember that. Like, yeah. Anyways,
I would have found it
I
more
already
funny
double.
if they were like, "Oh my God, that sounds so awesome. Why is it not still a thing?"
Yeah.
Actually, later on, they did ask more questions like, what did you like? What was it about? Like, oh, it was the Toys to Life thing. Do you remember like
Hmm.
Skylanders? Like, oh, that was dope. Like, later on, they were a Disney fan. They were like, oh, there used to be a Disney game. Like, yeah, it was actually pretty
Hmm.
sweet. Like, I was a big fan. Like, but yeah, and yeah, so that made me feel old. But yeah, I
Oh.
had to explain like even
I
E3.
mean,
But but
when
yeah.
we look at it in that period of time, in these, since E3 2014,
You know, that just made me think of,
Like,
just to interrupt you real
Mhm.
quick, just because I know you watched Back to the Future 1 for the 40th anniversary over the
Mhm.
weekend, but it just instantly made me think of the conversation in 2 when he's showing him the arcade game, and then the kids call it, you have
it's
to
a
use your
baby's.
hands.
That's a
The
baby's.
baby's toy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's okay. What's even
Ooh.
worse is, hold on, and that like talking back to the future thing was
Oh,
going to be part of the subject,
good
but
callback too, because
that's
that
a
was Elijah Wood.
that I was going that is a young
Yeah.
Elijah
Mhm.
Wood,
Yeah, that's a
Yep.
young Elijah Wood.
you know. So and like you had Max Headroom in there, you like, but no, when you look at it, right in
What Jerry needs
11,
in his beanies, Max Headroom.
Ooh.
oh
As the
man,
hair is growing,
Oh.
you
yeah.
are correct.
um, but when we look at it, right in that 11 years, right, we've seen two of us get married,
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
one of us divorced, my two kids being born,
Hmm.
you know, in that time frame. Um, you know, we've made countless friends and had many guests, and it's like I couldn't be more thankful for that little one, that chance meeting, right? Like, I mean, Theo and I knew
Yeah,
each other
yeah. It
from
was.
work,
I mean, it
but
was
it just happened
clearly
to be a
like it
clearly
was just
chance
so
meeting,
random.
and
Yeah.
look where it's gone. And yes, we started this out of the most selfish fucking reasons ever,
Just out of pure
Yeah.
boredom.
you
Yeah.
know, which we didn't quite qualify for media passes at the last in-person E3, but we did for 2020. And then
The
COVID said,
digital.
and then
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
and then COVID said
Oh
no.
yeah. That then
And
COVID hit.
now,
We
Yeah.
homie.
Then it
had
was
everything in
canceled.
hand. We were starting to make
Mhm.
our flight reservation,
Yeah.
like
We're
look at
ready.
flights and everything, and then COVID broke out and
That's
said no.
right.
You know,
And then the next year,
Then
where
it was just
we got the
downhill.
digital. Yeah, we got the digital access, but that was just like
it was a joke. So,
it was nothing. Yeah.
but yeah, Theo alluded to it. This weekend I went and saw the 40th anniversary showing of Back to the Future.
Nice.
And I had the entire theater to myself.
It's
Dope.
kind of
Literally,
Oh
sad.
Jason,
It
no, it
sounds
is
nice, but it
sad.
also kind of sad at the same
no,
time.
No,
no,
no, no,
So
no.
no way. If you're a frequent moviegoer, that is the
I
No,
luckiest.
like
pulled
it's comfortable and everything, but at the same
Yeah.
time, like,
okay.
where's the fandom?
So that's a couple things. One is
True,
I
but it
pulled
also depends on like what time did you go?
it was a six
Oh,
o'clock
yeah, that's
showing.
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Matinee.
That's too bad. Yeah,
So
that's too bad.
I did pull a Sheldon since I had the theater to myself. I was like, ooh, this looks like
You're
dead
like
center.
directly. You were yeah, dead set. I knew it.
I,
I
I,
knew
I
it.
was, I knew you wouldn't go full Sheldon, but I was hoping that you did with the whole like trying to test where the
Ah.
optimal sound
Yeah.
is. Oh,
No, I did.
I could see
did.
that
I was
too.
like, ah, just because.
Oh my
But
gosh.
here's the thing is like I look at is it it's sad. It really is because like yes, it's the 40th anniversary and yes, there's going to be a certain nostalgia about it with like the kids that grew up in the 80s that didn't get to see it in the movie theaters because I didn't get to see it in 85 because you know at that point I was only 6. Um right. Um but
85.
you know, we're coming up on that where everyone is so instantaneous. Like, let's what's most popular in the moment that we're forgetting to respect and pay homage to some of those great movies that and actors, right? That we're gonna lose soon when you look at it, right?
Ooh,
And
yeah.
you know, when you look
We
at
already
it,
started to have, it's
and we have
To a
absolutely,
degree,
but
yeah, we have.
to a certain degree.
when you look at Christopher Lloyd, right? He was born in 1938.
it's crazy.
You know, so and we know from when we were at LA Comic Con that, he's
He's getting up
slowing
there in
down.
years.
He's getting up there in years and whatnot. But like Back to the Future is one of those movies that is still quoted to this day,
Oh yeah.
and it has made its mark on pop culture for one. And you even when you look at the mark it's made, it's referenced heavily in Ready Player One, both the book and the movie, and whatnot. It's been referenced throughout. It's a Lego set or
Mhm.
two.
Oh yeah.
It's about to be a third one. Um, and it just you look at Michael J. Fox and with everything that's hit him with Parkinson's and everything that with the Michael J. Fox Foundation, it's like people like I wish people would just go back and like appreciate some of these actors' works in the past
Well,
before
I kind
they're
of feel
gone.
like, well, I think that they are. I think their legacy is going to live on for I think at least another generation because they're like we're having these anniversaries and people are going and
Hmm.
they're staying relevant. But the other thing is, Michael J. Fox is still keeping up a bunch of appearances at award
Yep.
shows, so he's doing that. For Christopher Lloyd staying relevant by like, dude, he did a Rick and Morty commercial. So I mean, I would say like I think they're okay for another generation. I do hope that like back to the franchise continues on. Not just the first movie, and yeah, I kind of hope they kind of have a kind of a resurgence maybe, but I think they're still kind of in the zeitgeist for the next generation.
I do want to
Um,
say this. Zemeckis, where's my freaking hover converted car already?
oh, or actually, dude, where's
I
the
mean,
hoverboard, bro? I've been like,
when
I
you
think
think
we've been
about it,
waiting for
right?
that.
It has been it's he went to the future and the future was 2015
True.
Yeah, it's
and Back to
so
the Future
crazy.
2. Like we're 10 years beyond that and we have hardly any of what they thought we would have for
It looks
technological
no,
advancement.
it's nowhere near that. Like everything, it
And
practically looks the same.
yeah. Um but it was great seeing it on the big screen. Like
That's the cool thing. Yeah.
there was just something magical. And this is where I love like getting back to watching movies on the big screen and everything. Um, because we all know I was a big movie buff. Like 10 and a half years at Blockbuster is no joke. You don't stay that long at Blockbuster unless you like movies. Like, let's be honest.
Mm.
And just that moment where he pulls that guitar pick out and it just focuses on it really quick and he hits the guitar and the amp blows him all the way back. There's just something magical getting to see that on the big screen for the first time. Yes, it's been 40 years,
Mm.
but it was something I wasn't going to miss. And you know, when we talk about um collector's corner and keeping me out of the damn freaking Lego aisle, I
Mm-mm.
did I bought it.
Mm-mm.
Nice.
Yeah. That actually brings
Jason's
up
shaking his head at me.
that
Yeah.
actually brings up
I feel like
I
he's
have to
shaking his
say
head because he's gonna buy it now.
No, I'm not gonna buy it.
I have to say my
No
oh
way.
that's super cool.
So
I
Theo,
love
when we
how
were
the
talking
features.
about it, like I thought we were, you don't build the flux capacitor. You kind of build it. Yes, it's a little sticker
Oh,
over a
okay.
window, but there's a light up piece that you press the button, and that's what's lighting up back there is
Oh,
the
that's
Oh,
cool.
sick.
flux
Okay.
capacitor. Um, you
For
can
me, oh sorry, go ahead.
you can actually do the three versions of this. Back to the Future, you can do the hover converted, and then you can
Oh
do the
yeah, and
Back
it
to the
comes with the
Future
white
3.
wall tires. That's right.
Yep.
Oh,
And
cool.
um, of course, it comes with the Back to the Future 2, Marty, Doc
Dope.
Brown. Um, so it's nice getting added to. I already had the Lego Dimensions, Marty McFly with the hoverboard. Um, it is one of those things that you even you get the
Oh
quesadilla
yeah, that's cool.
and the hoverboard
Yeah,
and whatnot.
that's cool.
So it is well worth it. But I wanted to as I was looking at this, like, let's look at what, some of these movies like that were coming up on anniversary editions, you know,
Mhm.
potentially which ones we would actually want to see. Um, because we are
Old.
2025,
We're
we're
old.
old,
Old.
We're
you know.
old.
Um,
Seasoned. We're seasoned.
so
Why we have these anniversaries.
I went back every 10 years. So
Ooh.
15, oh 05, 95, 85.
Okay.
So 10-year anniversaries we got coming up. This, would have been this year. You had Jurassic World, Force Awakens. It has been 10
Oh,
years since Age of Ultron.
Oh wow.
still love that movie.
Inside Out, Furious 7,
Yay, yay. American
you know,
telenovela.
but like
What's it
honestly,
at right now? What's it
at,
We're
at?
at 10.
10?
We're at 10,
10?
baby.
yeah,
Oh,
10
we're at 10.
part 1. We're waiting for 10 part 2, but there's a huge
Oof.
they're having
Good at
problems.
10.
oh my god.
Yeah, they're at 10, bro.
Okay.
I think
Was it Fast
Or
X?
you know what?
it's Fast X, and
It's Fast
we're getting
X, but
11
main-
and then 12 part 1 and part 2.
Oh
It's supposed,
god.
isn't it?
Wait.
Or something?
No,
I
no.
don't know.
Yeah, this is we're on
This-
part
that-
1 and then
I think
we're
part 2 should be
literally
the
waiting
last
for part
one.
2. Yeah, that's the last one.
Hmm.
But I guess Diesel is asking for an astronomical budget.
Well, it's not that it's asking for an astronomical budget. Is Universal is struggling right now, and they want to cut 50 million from the budget that was already secured.
Uh,
So
so that's why they're still in negotiations. So
kind of, sort of.
yeah.
So when I look at like the top 10 movies and stuff like that, like
Dang, yo, American
I don't care
Sniper,
about really any of these for
Martian.
a 10-year anniversary, but we go back 20 years, and
Oh, here we go.
I absolutely did see
Yeah,
the 20th
Revenge of the Sith.
anniversary of Revenge of the Sith.
Harry
You've
Potter.
got
That's right.
Harry Potter.
J-Bone. J-Bone.
It's been
That's
like
crazy.
20 years since Narnia.
How many
Wow.
Harry Potter midnight showings did we go to, Jason?
Dude, I think we went to like 5 of them.
Yeah, like we
Wow.
Like, literally
Yeah, yeah.
went to all of them.
yeah, we had
Pretty much
the
all
Harry
of them.
Potter
When
was a
midnight
good tradition,
showings
dude.
was a thing.
Yeah, it was so much fun, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But then you look at it's been 20 years since Batman Begins.
Wow, the start of the Nolan. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in
Like they came out with the
Wow,
20th
that's gonna
anniversary
be-
edition of that this year. I would have paid them. I would have paid the money to go see that. You know,
all right. I definitely, you know what? I definitely would have bought the Blu-ray by now. If there's
Yeah.
a new edition, I'll do that.
so
I'll definitely, yeah, I would definitely go see it in the theater, but yeah, that's crazy. Even Star Wars. I gotta check on the. I gotta check on like my important Blu-rays. I might have to start getting a few.
um now let's really go back. 1995.
Oh,
I was
this is making me
My
feel really old.
God.
I was
Oh
a
my
sophomore.
Batman Forever. Good
I was
lord.
a sophomore in high school.
Oh man, Ace Ventura when Nature Calls.
Damn.
Ending my sophomore year, and then my junior year started 95, 96.
Golden
So,
Eye.
I mean, look at this. Batman Forever,
Golden Eye.
Apollo
Oh my
13,
gosh.
Toy Story.
Toy
Ace
Story.
Ventura.
Toy Story 1.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, one. One. We're talking 30-year
Oh,
anniversary of Toy
With a
Story.
Vengeance. Die Hard. Holy crap.
You know.
Crimson Tide. Oh, such a
Crimson
great
Tide,
movie.
Goldeneye, Waterworld, Dangerous Minds,
Dangerous Mind. Oh, such a
Seven.
good film.
Mortal
Seven.
Kombat.
Congo.
Mortal Kombat.
Congo, baby.
Okay, Mortal Kombat was 30 years ago.
Wow. Get
I
shorty.
saw that in the theaters.
Dumb and Dumber. So many. Oh man, I remember.
Okay,
I will
Bad
never
Boys.
forget when I went to go see Braveheart. That
You
was the
know,
first time I truly had a
I
like
think
5 minute intermission in between
yeah, because they
movies,
had to change out
like
reels. So
parts.
like
Yeah,
a lot of people don't
Which
understand
one?
they're, kind of
Braveheart?
watching our podcast. Well, it's not even that though. Like, so
Braveheart.
you look at
Yeah.
Braveheart had it, uh Lord of the Rings had it,
Oh yeah,
Fellowship, Two Towers, Return of the King. So
God, so worth
for
it.
those that are kind of
I don't know.
that don't know,
Yeah.
back in the day, everything was actually on film reels. So on these
What
long
the hell
movies
is
that were
this?
like three
You know,
hours,
it's the ones that you see in a lot of
yeah,
horror films and a lot of horror games, those
yep,
little circular real things
that
that
have
have
To
film
put
tape on it.
on them,
to put it in like
Tape
Gen
on
Z
it.
and Gen Alpha, like it was the physical
Uh,
version of
yes.
the movies.
Um, and they actually had to change out the reels for movies like Braveheart, Lord of the Rings, because the movies were so long.
yep.
Yeah,
So you had an intermission. You go get your snacks, go to the bathroom, come back.
but
I feel
and
like it wasn't
also
always the longer movie, so because if you remember, it is an older movie than those, but Clue had an intermission.
Why did Clue have
wow,
it? But do you know why Clue had an intermission?
No.
no.
Because it was random in the theater on what ending the movie was going to have.
Oh.
So you know
Oh,
how the
So the entire ending was part of the other half of the intermission.
yes.
They randomized it.
So it
Okay,
was one
got
of
it.
those ones where you didn't know what ending you were getting.
Hmm.
So like there's the three, when you watch the movie, there's the three endings. Like it's like this is how it could have happened, this is how it really happened.
Right.
So back then it was random
they
on
actually showed it
which
for the ending.
ending it was.
Interesting. I did not know that. That's
So,
pretty cool.
but I mean when you look at it, right? Bad Boys, Species,
Species.
Clueless, Jumanji, like
I
Robin
worked with
Williams
Natasha
Jumanji.
Henstridge on a project once. She was very
Yep.
nice.
It's
Still
been
beautiful.
30 years for Pulp Fiction.
Oh,
Mhm.
dang.
First night, like
Wow.
all these, like
Power Rangers,
Power
baby.
Rangers.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like there's a
First
lot on
night. Wow.
on this list that I would have paid for 30th anniversary
Just
movie. Like
Cause
I would have,
Casino. Yeah.
I would have loved to have gone to like see Batman Forever, Apollo
Oh
13,
my God.
you know,
Yeah, but that
like
just
some
but
of
oh,
those.
you know what? You know what this list just proves during the 90s? We had some of the best
So
films
I
coming
would
out.
so I was talking to Tony Polanco on X, buddy of ours, and he was saying it started off as a tech conversation. And he said the late 90s, early 2000s was like the really sweet spot for technology because technology was kind of assisting us, but not like it wasn't dominating the life, right? It was just there
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
give us a little bit of a assist and that's
Yeah.
it. Versus now where it's completely dominating our lives, right? But
Mhm.
then you go back even further, it's like gaming was different back then. The movies were different back then.
Yeah.
You know, movies made back in the 80s and the 90s have so much staying power because,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of them, yeah, there were some bad movies. Don't get me wrong, there were some bad movies back then. But
But
the
even
good
then they
ones,
still had character.
you
Like
know,
even
so
those bad movies. Like
let's do this.
some
40,
of them have cult followings or even
so
getting
let's talk
resurgence
this.
now.
40 years ago, 1985, when Back to the Future came out. So,
Oh,
as
Raise
we've
your hands
stated,
for
I was 6 years old at this point.
I
Everyone
think we should
else,
just take a poll. Everybody raise your hand if you're born in
In
yeah,
this
yeah,
85?
time.
Or were
Yeah.
you alive in 85?
I was born.
yeah. But let's look at this, right? Is you had Back to the Future, Beverly Hills Cop, Rocky, Cocoon, Witness, Goonies.
Rambo.
You know,
Goonies. Yeah. Fletch.
The
you
Breakfast Club.
had
Good
The
Lord.
Breakfast Club, you had E.T., Spies Like Us, Teen Wolf, Jewel
I
of the
just want to
Nile.
E.T.
take a look at too, by the way, that third column of numbers. That's how many theaters they were shown in, you know.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing.
Yep. So Back to the Future back then was 1,550 theaters.
Theaters.
You look
No.
back, Batman Forever was 2,893.
Yep.
Star Wars Revenge of the Sith was 3,663.
Yep.
And then Jurassic World was
Like
4,291.
quadrupled.
Yeah.
Box office like amount of theaters quadrupled.
I mean, you
I
look
just
at
look at
Beverly
the-
Hills Cop
I
had
just look at the-
2006
Look at
versus
the gross earnings, like only 190 million for Back to
Million.
the Future, but
you just
that was,
that for
like, absolutely massive back then.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
85 numbers. Like
That
look
was
at
huge.
Goonies. Goonies only made $61 million back then.
It's still top 10.
Mm-hmm. But you look further down the list at like Weird Science.
Oh man, the
You know,
last
Friday the
dragon.
13th.
The last dragon.
Black Cauldron.
Oh man. Yeah.
The OG Nightmare on Elm Street, which
Oh, cool.
At 380 cinemas. That's it. 380
That's it.
movie theaters.
for
Like
Nightmare on Elm Street.
you had to wait for it. You had to like drive out. You had to like
Yep.
take it as like
Yeah.
a trip.
It just you look at a lot of these though, it's like Real Genius.
Oh man.
Like going all the way like Dune. The OG Dune
Yeah,
only
the OG
made
Dune.
$11.9 million.
Return of the Jedi.
You had Return of the Jedi.
Return to
You had,
Oz, man.
like,
Oh man, Return to Oz, such a good movie.
like there's so many like Ghostbusters. Let's look at this. Ghostbusters
Yeah, Ghostbusters.
in the 85 re-release only made $9 million that year
9 million. Wow.
for a re-release. But you look back at like how
I'm
many
sure
of
for a
these-
re-release that was actually pretty good because
oh yeah. But
Yeah.
you look at
Okay.
overall though, just how many of these are classics,
Yeah.
and you can go back and watch them and enjoy them because they actually had, I hate to say it, like you said it, Jerry, they had character back then. And I don't, we're not going to see another era quite like that stretch of the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. We're never going to see that because now in this day and age, it's no original stories, instant
It's copy
gratification.
paste.
It's copy paste. Let's go ahead and remake something.
that's a lot of the theme, and it's much more difficult to find a true like original film or story. You kind of have to pick through the weeds, so to speak, to like find something like truly of substance from what
and
was
that's the thing is we look
just
at that
getting shelled out during our years.
early 2000s, right? That was Batman Begins.
Well, I mean, not
and-
even for Nolan, but like Hitch,
Hitch.
like great movie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, man, awesome. War of the Worlds.
Except for whoever did the editing in that movie was shit because the way they edited that movie is so screwed up. Because of what the actors are wearing, like in the continuity of the film, they're supposed to be wearing the
You
date
find
outfit, right?
You find quite a few, mistakes.
Oh, yeah. But
Well,
even
like
then,
Wedding
though,
Crashers, like you have so many of those classics too. I mean, and then of course, like you mentioned, the start of the Nolan verse.
yeah, and that was early 2000s. But then when we look at 2015, we look at these and it's like, yes, this is 10 years, but Jurassic World, okay. Force Awakens, Star Wars fans, yes. Age of Ultron,
the only good one. Age
okay.
of Ultron, awesome.
I mean,
Inside Out,
Out.
awesome.
But like none of,
American
if you look at this
Sniper.
top 10, like if you look at this top 10, right, you can't, on quite a few of these, as much as you love your telenovelas, you can't say a lot of these are instant classics that you go
Oh
back
no,
later on and you're gonna just watch these
list
and
of instant classics is fewer and far between.
yes.
I would say the only ones I see are American Sniper and The Martian. I would
Cinder,
say are
yeah.
deemed like some, up there to like maybe close to classics or
I mean, but how many of these movies like have I gone back to
like
just rewatch just because they're that much of a classic? Like I haven't. And that's the thing is I'd rather go back and watch, you know, 2000s,
there's a few
95s,
that
80s
I
movies. There's
would
a
go back and
few.
see but I do agree it's very fewer and far between
Yep.
than like yeah going to like our era but
Hmm. So
yeah that's interesting.
it is.
We're coming
So
up on those 30, 35. You said 35 or 30?
30th anniversary
30th anniversary.
is going to be
95.
the 95 stuff. So this would have been the 30th
Oh
anniversary
wow.
this year of Batman Forever. Like
Oh wow.
you want to talk about a heyday for, late 90s, early 2000s was Jim Carrey's heyday.
Oh Jesus. That same with Robin Williams.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
That decade was their playground.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, so it was great to go watch it, yes, I thoroughly enjoyed having the theater all to myself. That was fantastic.
Yeah,
But
that like especially like to a moviegoer like that is just a secret gem that in hindsight that sucks that it didn't get the movie didn't get any play, but man, it's so
look who
nice when you
we
get it.
look
Oh,
who we
Big
have
Drew,
joining
what's up, baby?
in for
Oh
tonight.
my goodness.
What's up?
Hey,
You
what
want
a
it?
surprise.
It
What's
has
going on?
been a
What's going
hot
on,
minute.
man? Thanks for
Now that
crashing,
now
baby.
that
Yeah,
Drew's
what's up,
here, before we
Crash?
get to talk some gaming,
Oh, yeah, we gotta
I
ask
need
him.
to I need to
Yeah.
I need to do something. And I know Drew, as us being the Rockies fans that we are,
Oh.
it kind of pains us in a way to say this,
Never
but
heard of them. I don't know what you're. I don't know who you're. Can I take some
congratulations
stuff down real quick?
to the right, you know, congratulations to the LA Dodgers on winning their World Series.
By the way, I don't
Oh,
watch
man.
baseball at
But
all.
what a
I
game.
never do. But I caught the last 4 innings of that World Series
Yeah,
game.
dude, what a game.
I was like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah.
What the hell is going on?
So was
I
the
will
rest of
say
America.
it was quite the series. Like it was very exciting. So yeah, I was in my yeah,
literally
it was tense.
those last
It was very
four
tense.
innings from the end of the seventh to the end of the game, I was like, what the hell? What the
Yeah.
hell is
I
going
gotta
on?
give for me, I gotta give props to Yamamoto though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That boy
Absolutely.
pitched game 6,
Yeah.
got the put the Dodgers on his back
Yeah.
and did what he needed to do, and then came out in game 7 on no rest and did that at the end of game 7.
Robot alien stuff. That's nonsense. Yeah.
So but let's,
Yeah. So thank you. Yeah.
and-
Very happy.
Well,
Yeah.
because we were just on the topic of an empty theater, and before we move on, I want to know what
Shit.
each of us dream to do in a movie theater if we were all alone. Like, what would be your little like, hee hee, I get to get away with this because I'm all alone.
I've kind of I don't know about you, Matt, but I've kind of already done it.
Oh shit.
What'd you do?
Well, no, it's nothing crazy. It's just like because
do?
you just get to sprawl out. You get to really space out like your
Let's
food
make
and
sure
stuff and just
let's make sure this conversation doesn't cause me extra editing time.
Right.
no, I'm not gonna no. I'm just saying like I get to space out and sprawl out like be comfortable and not worry about
Yep.
anything. That's the best
So-
thing ever.
Drew, what we were
Maybe not
talking
the-
about
the
is
theater
because
to
I went and saw the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future on Sunday
fun.
night,
Sure. Yeah.
and I had the entire theater to myself.
Oh, bummer.
There was like
Hey,
nobody.
that's what I
was
said
like,
too. That was my
See,
reaction.
I would have
it was
loved it.
disappointing, but I pulled a Sheldon. Like that was the greatest thing to ever do. Like I've never
Yeah.
actually had a theater all to myself, So the fact that I was able to pull a fucking Sheldon and just go find it was like, oh,
And that is the nice thing too.
you
Like you
know.
can take your time. Like, hey,
They
what's
even
the,
skipped. They even skipped
yeah.
the trailers for me because it was like
Oh,
still
see,
running
that's
all
dope.
the pre the pre junk commercials and stuff before a movie. So it was like I went out there. I was like, "You guys planning on starting the movie anytime soon? Like, what theater are you in?" I'm like, I'm in Back to the Future, and
One with
I'm
one person.
the only one
The
there.
one
I'm just waiting for
person
it to
one.
start, and they're like, "Hey, cool." So they started up the movie, skipped the trailers, and said, "Here you go."
See,
Excellent.
yeah, that's cool.
I was
So
very lucky to work at a theater for a while when I was a kid, and it was actually it was a theater where there was a stage, so we did music and plays and stuff like that, and there was a movie screen behind it. And so I got to be alone in a movie theater a lot, or in a big theater room, because you close
Dope.
up, you do certain things. But one year I actually had my birthday party. I was probably 10 or 11, and we were throwing tennis balls around and doing all kinds of fun things like that. Like that was a blast. So yeah, I hadn't thought about that in a while. Fun memory to bring up. Yeah.
Sweet. I guess
um,
the only other thing I would do is like, because well they also allow it now, but back then I never would have thought that you could like I would have hooked up a game system and like played
Right.
something.
I
Right.
honestly, I would love to hook
Yeah.
up Mario Kart,
Oh, dude, yeah.
like all the videos you see, and do Mario
Anything
Kart up on the
like
big screen.
co-op related, or like
Hmm.
if it was just me, dude, Red Dead. I
Of
mean,
course.
that'd be my first go-to, you know.
No, man. Let's throw some N64 up there and do GoldenEye.
Oh, yeah, see, that would be awesome.
Yeah, either something very, very graphically and has like the most modern game you could think of, or something from like the Super Nintendo or N64, which is like,
Yeah,
yeah, put that up
yeah,
on the
Ooh,
biggest screen you can
that'd
find.
be so awesome.
put Chrono Trigger up there.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
You know. So real quick, because it's been a hot minute since Drew's been on. So Drew, what you been up to lately besides
Yeah,
having
man.
to, I hate to say this, write about how the Rockies were going to survive long enough not to have the worst record
yeah,
in baseball ever?
yeah. No, I was joking with some people recently that I cover a baseball team that everybody hates and a video game franchise that most people seem to think has lost its way and abandoned itself and its fans, and everything is terrible and bad and ruined and
Hmm.
horrible, so it's like, well, I don't know. There's a lot of negative energy around the things that I have chosen to do for fun, which which is kind of a bummer. But I mostly block that stuff out and have a good time. We keep doing our thing on our show. We started up a new version of it, a side project with a friend of ours,
Ooh.
doing just talking about the music of Final Fantasy, just
Oh,
doing deep
dope.
Okay.
dives on
Cool.
the music. And this guy's a music teacher, a professional musician. He's
Nice.
so he can kind of walk us through. We don't get too into the technical jargon, but it's really about understanding, like, why is this music so good? What is it doing? And even understanding video game music as a proper medium for storytelling in a unique way that even films and TV don't. The scoring isn't the same. It can be
Mhm.
great in very many different
Hmm.
ways, but scoring a video game is a unique thing, and so it's really cool to dive into the depths of it with our friend Ryan. Yeah, that's been fun.
Still on Patreon with that one?
Yeah, and
Nice.
YouTube. Most of it's up on YouTube. I think
Yeah.
Patreon people are getting it like a week early or whatever, but you can find
Nice.
most of those episodes. The show is called The Phoenix Downbeat. Haha.
Pretty
I like
good
it.
one.
Nice.
I like that.
uh,
Good.
we have fun with it. We've got about 10 episodes of it now up so far, so it's still relatively early. But yeah, if you're into it, and I think on an episode here very soon, because we've been covering like the overworld music of Final Fantasy,
Hmm.
we're going to do a branch off one where we talk about overworld music in not Final Fantasy stuff. So going back and grabbing like some Breath of Fire and Suikoden and some of those, or even some more modern games. Even though I haven't played them, things like Nier or Ys or like an overworld is a unique like and they don't exist as much anymore, right? Final Fantasy doesn't do overworlds,
Mhm.
hasn't since nine.
Hmm.
But so the idea of like how do you score this like grand map exploration thing. So yeah, we're having a lot of fun.
You guys still doing
Nice.
and you
Very
guys saw
cool.
the OG show going, right?
Yep. OG show. We are all the way through. We've done Final Fantasies 1 through 8 plus Tactics. Um, Final Fantasies like 7, 8, and Tactics all got 20 episodes apiece. Took us a long time to
Dang.
get through those. And we're 4 or 5 episodes into 9 now. So we're going through
Nice.
slowly but surely. We're going through the series in chronological order, doing our thing, having fun.
Wow.
Very
Sick.
cool. Ooh,
Can't wait till you guys get to
nine's a good one.
13.
I was gonna
13 is going to
I was
be a
gonna
lot
say
of fun.
10.
10, you know what's gonna be like 10 I'm excited for because it's probably my personal favorite. 13 I'm excited for because I've only played it once, and most of these games we're approaching as like I don't like the word expert, but as people who've played the games many, many times, who know them in and out, we're
Yeah.
re-experiencing them. I'm excited to get to 13 because it's gonna feel like playing it almost for the first time again. I'm not gonna remember
Oh,
most of
It
it.
is my personal favorite.
Yeah,
wow, yeah.
I love when people love the weird ones. So,
Yep.
if 8 or 13
Yeah.
is your favorite, almost like cool.
I
Yeah.
mean, you had elements of
Oh,
8 in it.
loved
You
8.
have,
Loved
Oh,
8.
you
you
know,
called
Yeah.
your favorite the weird one?
it is. No, I mean, hold on. Like 13 is, for lack of better term, for the longest time, it's been considered the redheaded stepchild of Final Fantasy. Like
Am I
it
wrong
got
to
so
ask
much
if is
hate.
it also the one that's called is it the boy band?
No, that's
No, that's
That's
15.
14.
That's 50. Oh,
15.
That's
14.
15.
Oh, 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
15. Boy band on, driving around in the car.
Okay, cool. Never mind then.
You know,
That's
a
15.
lot of these
Yeah.
games, man.
But
Final
Yeah.
Fantasy NSYNC edition. Um,
but yeah,
but
loved 10 and pro 10 had my all-time like favorite mini game. Loved Blitzball. I know you didn't like it, Matt, but
Yeah.
I loved Blitzball.
Yes.
That was so much fun.
but 10
Man
is
with culture.
such a good game though.
Yeah, 10's a
Like
good one.
I've been seeing a whole ton of like TikTok clips and stuff of people playing 10 for the first
Yeah.
time.
People are deep
And
deep
it's
diving. People are starting to play
Mhm.
and I
some of the
think it
older
goes back
games.
to like the conversation we were having earlier about the classic movies and stuff like that. Seeing people go back and play these games that are 20, 30 years old for the first time and
Yeah.
they're holding up and they're enjoying the story. Like,
That's slowly keeping them alive and keeping them relevant. So
yeah.
like it's a good thing, yeah.
Yeah. So, with that, hey, Jason, it's that time of the month for you.
Oh,
Oh,
that's right.
oh, wow.
And
That's right.
uh
Monthly games, right?
it is the monthly games and
No, he's
They
bleeding
are-
internally.
they're actually they're actually available today as we record.
Oh, the 4th
Sweet.
of November.
So we are getting Stray,
Oh, sick.
WRC 24,
Whoa.
and Totally Accurate Battle Simulator.
Cool.
Enjoyed Stray.
Hmm.
I very much enjoyed Stray.
Stray was
And I have somewhere a picture of our cat who is no longer with us, standing on the edge of our coffee table watching us play that game. Most of all, she could give a shit whatever we did. Like she didn't care
Yeah.
if we were ever in the room, and I was shocked to see that got her attention.
Oh, that's cool.
That's freaking awesome.
Stray was great. I love the fact that like when you play it on the PS5, just the haptics, like when you're petting the cat and it just you feel the purring through the controller and everything. It's just um it was great. But when you compare them, because Jason, this is what he likes to do. Jason, just as a reminder, this is what we had for October: Alan Wake 2, Goat Simulator
Amazing.
3, and Cocoon.
Amazing. Interesting.
So, how you
That's
feeling?
right.
And so this is the lead up to the holidays. Just remember this. This is the lead up to the holidays. if you look at all three of these games, all three of these games are honestly beatable within a day. You can literally beat all three within a day. I mean, granted, WRC and tabs are a little bit more like open-ended, like,
Kind of
go through
co-op
your
or
whole career,
versus.
no, go your whole career kind of thing.
Okay.
But I mean, you could finish playing it, like get all the full enjoyment of it
Hmm.
to a certain degree within a day. Stray, you could literally can beat.
You could.
Tabs, yeah, tabs, you can play it for like about 3 hours and you're like, you know what, I'm good. I'm done with this. WRC, no, honestly. And then
Yeah.
WRC, again, play it for 3 hours unless you are a WRC fan, and then you're going to play a little bit for like
As
another week.
Yeah, I mean, as a rally car, as a rally cross fan and everything like that, I've tried playing the WRC games and I just don't have any fun with them.
Yeah, like I said, you're going to play it for like about a day. So this is going to be the lead up to the holidays. I mean, I don't expect a big lineup. December, again, I'm not expecting a giant lineup as well.
Hmm.
But Stray being a very we're talking about story.
Hmm.
I mean, this is a full game story with literally no words.
Yep.
There's zero words to this game. You have to kind of free roam and explore
You've got
and
the
figure
robots that
things
kind of
out.
talk to you, but it's
To a certain degree, yeah. But I mean,
but there's no spoken words really, and
yeah, it's all pretty
it's
much just
it's
hints.
all
It's just hint
your
words.
your
That's it.
interaction as the cat and
Yeah.
experiencing it from a different perspective.
Yep. And so, I
Um,
mean, it did, when it came out, it obviously had a lot of like big notions, like, oh my God, play this game because you're not, it's just to roam. Literally, this game is just to roam. There is a little bit of like, there's an actual like story, like pathway that you have to do,
yep.
but move around like a cat, jump on things randomly, push things off tables, have fun, do stupid things, run between people's legs. It's so
Yep.
dumb. So, I mean, as compared to last month it was very geared. Obviously, Alan Wake 2, the big one,
Hmm.
for the Halloween, the scariness, spooky. This one's Stray. Again, you're going to be with family this month and next month. You're not going to have a lot of time with games. They kind of understand that. So I get this November. You're not
Question for you. What is your prediction for December then? Do you think it's going
December
to be like all three are going to be like tight? Like
bangers? No,
no?
No.
Okay.
no.
I
I
think
think
they'll be family oriented, to be honest.
Yeah.
yeah, I think
Okay.
it's going to be either family oriented. I'm
Co-op.
not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. What I might assume, and this is just a guess. This is no like I think for December you might actually get Astrobot
Ooh,
because it is
I think that's a
Okay.
good prediction.
That's a
it
bold
is
prediction.
I think
oh
that's a
I
good
mean like
prediction.
it is long enough for it to be in this quote unquote cycle.
Hmm.
You're gonna have a lot of kids that are gonna be
Hmm.
at home for the holidays. So it's a perfect time to push out that
Not too bad of a yeah. I think
you
that's a good
you
prediction too.
yeah,
Hmm.
because PS5 needs to
We'll see.
start being PS5 games. We need to start cycling out the PS4.
Yeah.
Especially if they have quote unquote rumors of PS6. You have to start phasing these PS4 games out. They slowly have been, with one of the games being PS5 only, two of the games being PS4 as well, but you need to start phasing it out. Have a 1 month of just PS5 games, maybe two in one, and that's how you're gonna zone it out. Because it's pointless having these PS4 games up anymore. I'm not gonna lie. We're too far into the PS5 cycle.
I mean, when we're
Um,
already talking PS6
yeah,
in
Yeah.
27, a year and a half out, that's where
Hmm.
Xbox is
you
planning
got
on
to start.
putting their $1,200 game
Oh Jesus.
console or hybrid.
That's just a computer, man.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, that's what it is. And
That's
it's rumored
just
that it could be a hybrid, like a Switch. But even then, though, it's
No.
We'll
It's
see.
$1,200.
We'll see how they execute that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
you
I,
know,
I can tell you right now, it's going to be a whole lot of PlayStation going, hey, this is how you play your games on something that's half the price.
Yeah.
but yeah, this month very it's very specific. And if you and to all those listening, yeah, like it is a very I can beat this in a day. I don't need to have this sit around, or I don't need
Mhm.
to commit a lot of time to these games. Honestly, if you're a one and done kind of game player, these will be done within one
I
weekend. And
honestly,
you don't have to worry about the holidays at all. You can start just focusing on the outside world,
I could
the
go
real
back
life
through,
world.
I could go back through Stray again though. It was a great game.
Well, yeah, but again, like I said, is it going to take you like a 30-hour, 40-hour game?
No.
No. It's going to
So,
get you like six at most. A literal day of gaming. That's it.
so
For
talking about
fun.
hybrids, let's talk about this. The Switch 2 has surpassed 10 million units since it
Surprised by
launched.
that.
That's from June 5th through end of September.
I'm kind of
10
surprised by that too.
million units.
Wow.
So good, man.
It has
So good.
outperformed the PS5,
Oh yeah.
which was 7.8
Jason,
million in the
Jason,
first
you
6
say it's so
months.
good, but sell it to me. Why should I buy it?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so this is not specifically, this is just a general thing. Like I've said many,
Okay.
many times before, it is the family console. If you have anybody under the age of 18, you're
Well,
instantly
I
getting
mean
a
more specifically,
Nintendo.
like somebody that
To you,
currently owns a Switch. Why should they buy a Switch 2? Not just a Switch, but Switch 2.
honestly, Switch 2, not so much. Like if you have
Okay.
a Switch, yeah, if you have a Switch, you can wait a little bit. You're not missing out on things,
Yeah.
honestly. Unless you are a big Mario Kart fan, that's solid. I just, I haven't picked it up, but I was able to play the new Pokemon uh
EA,
X, yeah,
ZA.
OZA.
something
Oh.
like the
the one that's
quote
super
unquote Pokemon
buggy and,
Arceus. Yeah,
underdeveloped.
yeah,
A
this
game
quote
that
unquote
that's causing
Arceus.
Pokemon fans to go back to Arceus.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, like, don't jump on that. Don't get it. Don't worry about it.
Bad move,
Like,
Cotton. Is that a bad move,
I'm not.
Cotton?
I'm not even getting. Yeah, I'm not even getting it. There's
Dang.
not in the pipework. There's not a lot that
So
you
do
can
we
look forward
think
to.
that it's accurate to think that the 10 million sales were people that did not previously have a Switch? Or do you think it's primarily upgrades?
I think it's
I
no. I think it's mostly did not have it, and at the same time too, they are on FOMO, straight FOMO.
Okay.
They're on the hype train. I got it instinctively because yeah, like I wanted to play Super Mario Kart. It came with it. Why the heck not? Um, and at the same time too, I'm just like, yo, I want to upgrade it. I want to buy it anyways. Eventually, there's one available. Might as well grab one
Okay.
all
before
right.
before all the tariffs
Hmm.
hit and it all of a sudden jumps up in price out of stupid nowhere, or like the scalpers start. But now the scalpers, you don't have to worry about scalpers. I'm worried about tariffs now.
Right.
Hmm.
So now, out of the blue,
Okay.
this happened.
Animal Crossing.
Uh-oh.
Mm-mm. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Oh, I
so
did not see this.
so Nintendo last week just dropped this on everybody that they're doing an update to Animal Crossing. The last time we got an update couple of years ago, that was supposed to be it. They were done with the game. They were like, here you go. Here's everything. This is where we got, you know, happy, paradise, that little getaway island to go do
right.
stuff on. You got extra items, everything. They were supposed to be done. Now, January 15th, we are getting a free update that is going to come with a whole lot of stuff. And they're doing a upgrade to the Switch 2 edition for $5 versus the $10 that everything else is.
Dope.
But
Oh.
so
The disappointment.
Drew,
in
do you have
Jason's
a
voice.
Switch too?
I do not. I didn't get a Switch 1 actually. I've been just gaming on my PlayStation for the last 2 generations because I can really only afford to have one console, and that's the one I've chosen.
Oh.
That's fair.
Because
think
it's got
for-
all the Final Fantasy on it. Like, let's be honest. Like, it's,
Let's be honest, yeah.
Like, PlayStation's
You
got
only missed out.
Priorities.
I mean,
here.
Switch has up
Only
through
missed out
10.
on one.
Or no,
It's
12.
only
It's not
your.
on one.
It's only your side.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're doing like honestly, like when they look at the side by side comparison, it's a little
Wow,
bit cleaner, but
nice.
not. I mean,
Movie.
not a huge amount.
I mean,
They're gonna
I
do
don't know
mouse
how often
control.
I zoom in on a
Mouse,
face
right?
like that.
So
Mouse control.
this is going to be the nice thing is like by doing mouse control, they're going to allow you to, and this is on the Switch 2 version, right? You're going to be able to, do a big area and move everything,
Oh, cool. Oh, cool.
which is great.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
Quality of life type of stuff. Nice.
Quality of life type
That
of
is-
stuff.
That is massive
Um,
quality of life.
It's going to be 4K in TV mode. You're going to be able to draw things
Wow.
Oh, dope.
better. They're coming out with an option, the megaphone, so you can use the built-in microphone to call your resident and find out who you're trying to find, and
Oh.
call them.
Oh my God.
They're also going to allow you to do 12-player sessions.
Oh my God.
So 12 of your friends, camera and interconnectivity and everything.
Oh, wow.
Now some of the bigger things is that they're doing a resort hotel, and it is going to be similar to that of what you do with Paradise.
That Cozy
um,
Island or whatever.
Instead it's on your island, so you don't have to have the DLC. You're going to have your own kind of like hotel. You design the hotel rooms instead of doing houses out on the island. You're going to get unique things from it. So I think, like I'm excited for it, but at the same time, I'm like, you kind of already did this with the DLC. So
Yeah, I would agree.
But
So
it
I
isn't- yeah.
would kind of look for something that would want me to start up a new island rather than modify my.
see, with my catalog and my recipes, there's no way I'm starting up a brand new island. Absolutely not. I've got over 1,000 hours into my island. I am not throwing that all away.
Well, you've also redone your entire island.
Correct.
how
I will
many
just
times?
redo it. I will just
Yeah.
wipe everything. Because that's the other thing that they're doing is Mr. Rossetti is making a comeback. So he's going to basically, you can tell him to wipe clean certain areas of all the items, and they'll just put it in your storage for you.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
I love this because
a
the
good
next time
quality
I
of
get
life.
Yeah.
a hankering to redo my entire island, I'm just going to go Rossetti,
Clear this area.
clear it all up. See? So all the
Oh,
items.
cool.
So
Rather than like the 12 hours of terraforming
um,
just to get a blank slate, possibly.
now they're also doing Luna's Dream World, which this is the dream area. We can go kind of visit other people's islands. Now they're going to allow you to have 3 islands that you can just
Mess with.
go screw around with.
Whoa.
People like me that have had that kind of want to start something new can use one of the dream islands to go screw around with.
The people
Oh,
that have been
dope.
dreaming about having multiple islands without
Correct.
having to have multiple
Or-
profiles.
Or
Yes.
based on like if you're gonna change up your island, you can pre-make it
Mhm.
in here and see if it works, and then really do it in your main island or something.
Yep. So now they are going to be doing collaborations. So you're going to
Right.
have, so now they're going to have the Switch 2, Famicom,
NES.
NES, all the stuff. This is something that
That's
everybody's
pretty
been
dope.
asking for since this came out because the ability to do this stuff was in the original Animal Crossing game back on the GameCube, where you had old
Dr.
consoles and
Mario.
everything that you could play. They're also collabing with Lego.
That's dope.
Okay.
And that Plum Blossom, that's the Lego set I actually have on
Sweet.
my counter. So I'm gonna deck out my kids' room in Lego. Um,
That's cool.
you know, but then they're doing more than just that. They're
Oh, the
doing
big one.
Legend of
Yeah, yeah,
Zelda,
yeah.
and they're bringing back the Master Sword and some of this other stuff from like you've
That's
got
super
Majora's
cool.
Mask back there. You've got the Master Sword. Like I am going to go crazy on this stuff. Like I am going
Oh,
to,
Tulin.
you know,
Wow. Oh,
and
wow.
Minoru. Both
Oh,
are going
they
to be in the
become
game.
characters. That's dope.
So they visit, um,
Oh, that's cool. Oh, the fairy in the bottle. That's so cool.
and then they're also doing Splatoon,
Oh, Splatoon.
and
Right
they're going to
on.
have separate items for that, which is cool. I think this stuff, some of this stuff's been a long time coming. They should have done this already, other than just doing a Mario integration. But you're
Mm.
going to have all Splatoon themed stuff as well.
Oh, very cool.
Sick.
So I'll be buying like all this stuff for mine. So January 15th, I'm
You
looking
better
forward
you
to.
better get working on those coins. Do your
Yeah,
turnips,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, your
Um,
You
turnips,
got
dude.
plenty of time.
Yeah, I've got about
Get them bells.
$700,000 in the bank now.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. All right.
that'll
All right.
last
That's a
you
lot, but
like
that sounds like
maybe
a lot.
one thing, one remodel, maybe.
That won't even cover remodel because I was adding it up.
That's
Well,
my
if I
that's my
put the
point.
people on the
So
line.
get up on those
My
turnips.
museum was almost $2 million.
Well, see, there you go.
Dang, dude.
You're behind.
Yeah,
I don't know
Cut
if
it.
that's a lot,
Yeah.
but sure.
Yeah.
2 million bells. Yeah, I mean, think about that in terms of real world money. $2 million, do a lot with that. But I spent it on building
What
a
is the
museum.
max
So
bells that you can hold or have?
I don't know because I know some people that have like 40 million in the bank.
Okay,
Oh, someone's modded it to like 9.99.99.
Probably.
Yeah.
probably. But I mean,
So
but you can have it sitting out too. So I mean, like you don't have to only have it in the bank.
Oh.
So, Drew, I gotta ask you, as we're kind of looking already closing things out, is did you pick up Final Fantasy Tactics?
Well, yeah, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
How is it?
Oh, it's incredible. It's everything that I've always wanted. I've been almost demanding this exact thing for 20 something years. Yeah, it is. I have wanted exactly this thing for a very long time, including several times on
Why
our
is
show
that?
when
Because
when we
isn't it just a remake?
well, it's a remaster, right? So it's just
Okay.
it's a fresh coat of paint on the graphics. The big thing that it needed
Mhm.
was the voice acting because it's the best
Oh,
script in the history of video games, in my opinion. All
Yeah, it's
they
a very
did
strong
was
script. Yeah, it
add
is very
to
okay.
the script. I was worried they reported that there were going to be some changes. They really just like added some stuff for clarity. But all of the War of the Lion script is
Mhm.
Yeah.
intact as
Wow.
it
Okay.
existed there,
And
and
it's
it's
is it
read by
fully
these.
detailed?
Huh?
Is it fully detailed? Because I know like the war the original Final Fantasy Tactics, there's like bits and pieces that are like, assumed or bits and pieces that are like not fully explained all the way through.
Yeah, I think it does a really good job of clarifying things that didn't necessarily need to be like there was some stuff. The original Final Fantasy Tactics was just poorly translated, and so it was
Yeah.
confusing unnecessarily. Once it got a good translation, it was confusing in the way that epic political dramas with 47 characters, half of whom die, can be very confusing, right? I think this new script does a really good job of clarifying, reminding you. It also does it adds the feature that Final Fantasy 16 does, which I think every RPG should have, that thing where you can go in and read the lore, read all everybody's character
Ooh.
relations. Like you've got a
Ooh,
little
that's nice.
encyclopedia that reminds you who everybody is, how they're related, what the political situation is. So if you are confused, you can go and look right away.
Oh, that's
Um,
cool. I like
so
that
all that
too.
stuff is there. That said, the plot is still highly mysterious and subtle and strange, and holds a lot of its biggest twists right until the very end. If you've not played it, I cannot recommend it more highly. It's one of my favorite stories in anything ever. And now it's read by these incredible voice actors, so you don't just have to read through it all yourself. And Ben Starr is in it.
I was going to
A
say,
good friend, Ben Starr,
Clive.
is
Nice. Oh,
uh,
cool.
yeah, plays one of the Bale brothers, and it's such a good story. I used to call Final Fantasy Tactics the best video game you haven't played because I assume most people haven't played it. And now it's one, and then I used to add to that, but that's Square's fault you haven't played it because they made it almost impossible to play for the last 15 years, or in any
Hmm.
kind of, unless you go and buy a PSP just to play this game. Now you can get it on all the consoles. You can get a fully remaster, all kinds of quality of life additions to it. So a lot of the old video game herky jerkiness is gone. It's
Yep.
still one of the greatest tactical RPGs ever made. It's as good
Mhm.
as it's ever been, if not better now. And the story is just as good as it's ever been, but now it's read by world-class actors. And it's it like I have cried many, many times seeing these scenes that have always just kind of existed in my head now given the gravitas that I believe they are deserved by these like Shakespearean level actors doing this thing. It's remarkable. I forget sometimes that it's a
How
video
much weight,
game. Yeah,
yeah, how much
yeah,
weight
Yeah.
all the action is having. And
yeah.
and this again, it's one of those games where if you mess up or you have to either hit that reset button or you know
Yeah.
refight that whole fight again. Like you're not getting that character back, bro. Like
It's brutal. There's permadeath. Yeah, you
yeah,
can you
Mm.
can
The
lose
power
character.
button was my friend.
yeah.
Yeah, even storyline characters you can lose permanently if you don't revive them quickly
That's
enough.
right.
Yeah,
That'll
story characters, not
Yeah,
just
No.
like you're like, oh, these are my homies, like raise them up. No, like this is a story character that's gonna die.
right. It is a brutal story. Another way to think of it is it's like Game of Thrones, but with a good ending. With a really good ending, actually. But
Yep.
they're actually based on the same real life wars, the Wars of the Roses. So there are a lot of similarities to Game of Thrones. It's not a total accident there,
Oh,
but
no.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Hmm.
It's remarkable. If you haven't played, maybe wait for it to go on sale if you don't want to pay full price for a game that graphically still does more or less look like a game from 1997. I get it, but man, give it a go. If you've ever been curious, if you've ever heard someone like me do what I'm doing right now, which is hyping the hell out of Final Fantasy Tactics for some reason, and you're like, really? This
Yeah.
little game where the little Lego characters walk around in the squares?
Yep.
Just check it out.
See, I love Tactics because like I played it on Advance and PS2.
Hmm.
Either PS2 or PS1.
PS1.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah,
Unless you were
it's
lucky
one-
enough to have a
it's-
PS2 that was fully backwards compatible.
is one of the first
That's
games that I played on multiple platforms.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's just so good though. I mean, like you have to unlock the classes by developing the underclasses, and you're just like, bro, like how do you get to this one? And you're like, oh, you have to get level 10 chemist. And you're like, oh, bro.
Yep. My favorite was still
Uh,
the Dragoons.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the gameplay grind of I gotta make all my classes better because then I can earn the next one. Then I get
yeah.
more abilities, and then you start playing around with like cross applying abilities. Like the Dragoon will teach you how to jump, so you can keep that with you when you go over and be a mage. So now
Yeah.
you've got all your magic, but you can jump up to high places, or maybe you're
Yep.
an archer. So if you want to jump up to that high spot with your
Yeah.
Dragoon ability, boom! Now you can really play. I've been playing that game for 20 years, and every time I
Hmm.
do, I play it differently. Yeah, I mix and match and find new combinations of things I've never found before. It's uh, oh, you brought up one of my favorites, and now I'm just out here singing
That's
praises.
awesome.
So
Praise Square
Should have
Enix.
started at the
Square Enix,
beginning of
get
the
in
show,
job.
and then you just would have filled up the whole thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
This
bro.
guy just done
everything is
Yeah.
Final Fantasy
tactics.
Tactics.
Hey, if you Square Enix, if you need to hire somebody, just let
Well,
me know.
yeah.
Anytime.
I
Anytime,
mean,
Square Enix.
janitor, Jason would make a great janitor. He's been trying to get that job for a while now, so I think it's finally time.
I'm in. I'm in, bro. That's it.
Love
Um,
it.
Door.
but yeah, so
Anytime you say that, I just like imagine Jason having like a Goodwill Hunting type of
Right.
scenario
I know,
within Square
right?
Enix. It's just
It's
like,
yeah,
it's like, there's this
one time,
coding
just
problem.
like-
Why can't I get this
it's like,
movement
bro,
right?
like,
yeah,
no, no.
Like,
Um,
nah, bro, you're doing it all wrong. Like,
No.
So-
such a laid back, like, hey,
No,
you're
he
doing
does it
all
in
wrong.
secret, and then like the guy in charge is like, "Who did this? Where
right.
did you?"
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Hey,
yeah,
those
you
are
guys are
apples.
idiots. What are you talking about?
Mhm. So as we close this out tonight, Drew, why don't you go ahead and drop the plug for the Patreons and
Yeah.
where they can find you?
Oh yeah. We did a brand. I can't even remember if I've been on since the brand change or if it's such a weird thing. It's my brother and I talk to each other on the phone about Final Fantasy. We don't have a brand, but we stopped calling the show Final Fantasy Weekly because we never did the show weekly, and that was a lie. We were lying liars. And ultimately, the whole thing evolved into everything is Final Fantasy. That's what we call it now because we were always
Nice.
branching off and talking about Lord of the Rings and Ninja Turtles and The Secret of Nim and Studio Ghibli
Mhm.
and it's all we have all our Final Fantasy stuff, but we and since we started doing a show actually about me being a dad, and just
Oh, nice.
so like and
Very
we
cool.
incorporate the lessons of Final Fantasy into that, right? So everything is Final Fantasy is now where the YouTube stuff is. I couldn't change the Patreon, so it's still patreon.com/ffweekly. And you can subscribe to that for like $1, by the way. And there's a bunch of stuff that's for free on there. But like I said, we've got I think 100. We're closing in on 150 episodes.
Nice.
Of
All
the
right.
fantasy stuff. Oh, and
Mhm.
today is our 8-year anniversary
Woo.
of doing the show.
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
The
There you
first
go.
3 years hardly count, but they.
I mean, it's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's up, man.
But yeah, so you've only been on YouTube and Patreon and stuff for the last few, but yeah, it's been a fun ride to get to revisit these games that I discovered and played with my brother, when we were kids, to revisit them as adults. I just turned 39 a few days ago, so as I get
Hey,
close to
Nice.
Congrats. Happy belated.
yeah, thank you. I got one last year of being young. One
Oh my
last year
God.
of you.
I
Once
know, dude.
I
Yeah.
feel like
Nope.
39's the oldest you could be and still be young at anything.
No,
Unless you're
Yeah.
like
40s are the
Yeah,
new
yeah.
yeah.
40s.
No, no, don't worry, don't
40s is
worry.
all right.
He's,
Everybody
but,
raise your hand if you're still in your 30s. Yep, everybody.
yeah.
Yep.
Hey, there we
30s.
go. We out here representing. But there is
Right.
a fun thing of like looking back.
Yeah, I rose my hand in a different way, Jay.
Practicing his sign language there.
Right?
And we got to do a really fun thing after a long time. And I know this was a couple of years ago, but we played Final Fantasy 16 together, and we hadn't played a Final Fantasy together since 9. That's
Oh,
20
cool.
years, since the PlayStation
Yeah.
1
Yeah.
that we had managed to actually play one together, and we podcasted like after each segment of playing it, we would sit down
Oh,
and record
dope.
an hour. And that was a lot of fun to do. So like yeah, it's pretty rad that we've gotten to do our little show. If you love Final Fantasy, I think you'll like our show.
Nice.
That's my
All
plug.
right.
Gaming, bringing families together again, man.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's
Did
how
you ever
actually
see
I
that show Dad of Light? Did you guys ever see that or know that
Mhm.
existed? Are you familiar with this?
I
There
don't
was like a
remember that.
Yeah.
Netflix show
Yep.
about a little
dad.
boy reconnecting with his father through playing Final Fantasy 14.
14. Yep.
And
Oh,
it begins with them like playing the original Final Fantasy, or him like when they were younger
Yeah.
playing Final Fantasy 1 on an
1.
old like CR
And you hear
TV.
the music from Final Fantasy 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
The NES. Oh.
And then it's like years later that he's become a teenager, and he's, they're disconnected, and then they rediscover each other by becoming friends in Final Fantasy 14. It's like
Oh,
this is a
that's cool.
Netflix show.
Ha.
Wow.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just to tell you, I also kind of have a similar, actually starter story with Final Fantasy. How I actually got started on loving the franchise was first watching my brother play. That's how I actually first learned, and then I actually first started because my first game was 7, because that was the one I really enamored to after watching him play. But that's how I actually got started as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's amazing how common that is for the series. I'm sure it happens for other things, but I feel like I hear all the time that Final Fantasy is something that people discover through and share with family and very close friends that are like family. It's almost
Oh yeah,
always
yeah.
someone was like, did you see this? Let me lend you my copy, or let me play this with you.
Or like, oh, dude, take my notes. This is how you pass this. This is how you get this item. Like,
Exactly.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. It was awesome.
See, and my remembrance is
Zach.
the Godfather to Final Fantasy. The main line is, the All-Star Chrono Trigger, right? And my sibling trying to play the game for the first time, didn't realize what they were doing, saved over all 3 of my save files that had 40 plus hours on them that I was working new game pluses
Oh
on.
God.
And I was so pissed. And I successfully got them banned from the Super Nintendo. Because I literally, like,
Never
once I told
again.
my mom,
Don't do.
my mom was like, "Nope, you're done. Yeah, you cannot touch that game and the system ever again. Like, no." Because because on New Game Plus with Chrono Trigger, you keep all of your stuff.
Everything. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
So, as you go back
and I'm
through
sure back
you
in
have-
the day, like games did not do that very often.
Well, but with Chrono Trigger, right, is
Yeah.
there was different endings. It depended on when and where you fought Lavos and who was in your party. When you fought Lavos, you got different endings. But there was also a point in the game is that you get the rainbow shell and you get to break it apart and either make the rainbow swallow for Chrono or you get to make the rainbow helms. It's one or the other. So the only way to get rainbow helms for everybody is you've got to replay the game.
You got to go all the way back through,
All the way
do it
through.
I
again,
was
and choose the
working on
other one.
replaying the game to get rainbow helms for people.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're-
Um,
yeah. Going back through on a specific
So-
mission to get the other one.
Yep.
It's like having one Pokemon, right? And you couldn't get the other one unless you traded.
Oh yeah.
And then someone erases your file when you've got the 2 Pokemon from both games. You're like, I can't get the other one back now.
so real quick, as we're closing out, we had Dark Sage jump in chat.
Oh hey, what's up,
Um,
Dark Sage? Thank you.
They
for
had a
joining.
question, and I part of me as I'm reading the question, Dark Sage, I am a huge Bill and Ted's fan, so I think of myself being at the Circle K asking when did the Mongols rule China? Um, you know, and watching Genghis Khan totally destroy Osman Sporting Goods. But the question
Skateboarding.
is, rumors say the next Assassin's Creed game is going to be set in Mongolia during the Khan Dynasty. It said, as a huge historian, well aware of how bad and savage the Mongols were, which they really were, and all the barbaric things that they did. Um, but they're saying, I also believe in a game like you cannot dance around it or portray Genghis as a sympathetic guy. Curious what you all think the route they would take. Would they dare show the brutality of what the Mongols did? Absolutely, because
Yes.
if you look at the current Assassin's Creed, being in Japan and what they've been showing, you look at what Ghost of Tsushima has done. You look at
Even goes
Ghost of
back as far
Yotei.
as
Um,
Valhalla, like
you look
that
at
was pretty.
Valhalla. Like I
Yeah.
think you go back to Origins, and how the Egyptians were.
Oh yeah,
I do think they would. I think they would, and I think you're probably going to be going along the lines of not necessarily trying to be the one that takes out Genghis Khan, but probably like one of his like lieutenants or his generals. But you can't have a story about the Mongols without that. Like, and if you look at Ubisoft, and everyone else can speak to what it is, but Ubisoft, that's one of the things they get praised for. One of the very few things they get praised for nowadays is trying to be as respectful to history as they
yeah.
can when they base their stories there. And you look at, you know, the history of the Assassin's Creed, like Origins is used to teach Egyptian hieroglyphics in college. Um, Unity they did so well with
Notre Dame
the Notre Dame that the in-game models were used to help rebuild the cathedral.
when it
So
caught
I,
fire. Yeah,
so I think that in all honesty, I think they are going to be showing how brutal it is. It is going to be very much, I think, an M-rated game, but I think it's all going to be dependent on how Shadows does. And in the moment, Ubisoft isn't doing well. So I think it's going to really depend on how well the new division does for Ubisoft
yeah. So
and if they
right
get an
right now,
additional investor.
right now the timeline I would say is yeah. Check how Shadows is doing right now, and the only other thing that's been named on the docket that should be coming out pretty soon is the remaster of 4 for
Black
the
Flag.
Black Flag, which has been announced and has already been in development and been worked
Hmm.
on for the last few years. So that I would say it will make it, hopefully. But those are the only other two projects that we've heard of, other than the rumors of like what the next Assassins will be. But um, stay tuned. Who knows?
Yep. So with that though, I want to thank
I, I mean,
everybody
I want
that
to chime in real quick
go
with
for it,
our
Jay.
Sage.
Ah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
I, one of the things, and I don't know if Drew or Theo want to as well, but one of the things, like, I agree, honestly, yeah, they are going to show the villain of if it's going to be Genghis Khan, they're going to show that full force. Um, is it going to be like
To a
on the
varying degree,
screen?
like as far as
Yeah,
Ubisoft takes it, like Ubisoft will show very close to like what it's going to be, but obviously
yeah.
it's not going to be one to one, and like there are certain things they're
Well,
not going
it's
to
it's
show,
it's
obviously.
it's not that. It's I think there is going to be a lot of brutality, but I think it's going to be the
Yeah,
quote unquote aftermath brutality that we see in a lot of video games where you don't see the actual thing happen, but you hear it in the background and you'll be focused on the character as the thing happens. Um, and then we'll see the aftermath. We won't see the actual events on the screen. We'll hear the events on the screen. We'll have that like inclination, and we'll
Or
see
maybe
the
show quick
aftermath.
cuts,
No,
something.
not even that. You
Oh
know how
no.
they do that they do that in movies too, where like everybody's screaming, running, but you only see the main character's face and like everything's going to all hell.
Hmm.
That's exactly the cutscenes that we're gonna have if we do go through the Mongolian with Genghis Khan. Because yeah, like as Dark Sage is saying, he is quite a ruthless person, but
Yeah.
again, we're gonna have a lot of it, and again, ever since they brought in the discovery mode in Ubisoft, I always check out that discovery mode more than I actually play the game. Like we play the game for the fun, and then me and my wife will actually like go through the whole discovery mode to see like all the artifacts, all the like this is what happened. These are the actual like things that they bring forward and what like the historians have read or what they have like the actual weapons and so forth, so forth. So I mean, like
You like the
there
historical
is,
accuracy.
yeah. I mean, the historical accuracy. They do the research. They do a lot
Hmm.
of the actual going to museums, having
Hmm.
like I guess like reference points. So a lot of it is going to be good, but again, it has gone into M games, so I don't doubt that there's going to be a lot of insanity where we're going to see like a big wartime. I don't know how much Assassin's Creed is going to be in that new one, if it is that way, because we're starting to get into this more um like open world and not as mission focused anymore. Um, we've started to get away from that, and we're starting to get away from like a little bit of like the actual like historical run, as they want to
Yeah.
say.
Hmm.
It's gotten a little bit more like open,
Hmm.
open,
Well,
free.
open world and RP,
Yeah.
like more
It's a little bit more
RPG
free, yeah.
element. Yeah.
So, but again, yeah, like
Hmm.
I still pick it up. Like, I mean that his the discovery mode is just too
It'll be
good.
yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I
they will go hard on
mhm.
it.
Oh yeah,
They will not.
it's
I don't
that
think
is the
they will
one
pull any
thing
punches.
Ubi
They will
does
not.
very well
Yeah.
with history. So,
Yeah.
with that though, I do want to thank everybody who popped in, Crash Game Night with us tonight.
True.
You know, Dark Sage,
Big
thanks for
True.
the question. You know, um, it'll be interesting to see what Ubisoft does with that. But if it's those that did pop in, if it's your first time checking us out, thank you for giving us the opportunity to kind of maybe give you some laughs and stuff tonight.
Yeah.
And crashing game night with us. If you like what you heard, drop this follow here on Twitch, as well as head over to crashinggamenight.com. Check out all our past episodes. Find the platform of your choice that you want to follow us on, as well as head on over to the contributors and guest page and go check out Drew's profile. And all his past episodes. He's been on quite a few over the years. Kind of started out as I needed a co-host because everybody bailed on me when we were supposed to be interviewing John Eric Bentley. Nobody could make it, so I was like,
That's
Drew,
right.
come on out.
Yeah.
um, but these are some really crazy times. Um, and right now with everything going on with you've got here in the States the shutdown, we've got air traffic controllers, TSA agent, like essential personnel not getting their paychecks. So just have, Jason talks about this a lot, have empathy for those that are going through this right now and trying to figure out how to put food on the table for their families and stuff. And please just be excellent to each other.
That's right, everybody. Once again, Drew, thank you for crashing, man. It's been too long. It's been great seeing you. We just want to send out that same message out there. As Matt said, it's crazy out there. The government's shut down right now. People are still voicing their opinions on many, many matters. So let's once again just try to take a step back, take a breath, just try to lend a hand, be a bit more, try to be a little bit more patient, a little bit more open-minded. Let's just try to do and be better overall and practice maybe a little bit more patience. And, overall, just try to be decent and help each other out. Be safe out there. J Rock, J Bone, you're here. We missed you last week.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
To you, baby.
Anyways, guys, I wasn't able to wish you guys a happy Halloween last week. I apologize. It was my fault. I had to miss out. But hopefully you did have a good Halloween. It is going into the literal, now it is literally the holiday season that Halloween is past. So please, take some time, relax. It's family. They're gonna love you, hopefully, if you have them around. If you don't, find the family that you make, just like the guys we have over here.
Yep.
Like
That's right,
sometimes
baby.
you make your own family as well, and that is a-okay too. Games bring us all together, so find something that brings you together with other people. Puzzles. I do puzzles, knitting, crocheting. Those are being popular right now for especially for the holidays. Knit somebody like a pair of socks. You can find something that you love to do. Go out there, you'll find some people, spend some time with
Hmm.
them. If you're by yourself, it's okay. There are plenty of people out there that can need another person just to hang out with for the holidays. So it's going to be the first week of the holiday season. Please be careful out there. To all you retail workers, service industry workers, still got your back. Take care of
Yep.
yourselves, because it is crunch time. And good luck out there, So, anyways, you guys missed this last week, and you guys are waiting for it. My man, Theo Walski, send us out like you do.
Well, to all of you out there, thank you for watching. Thanks for listening. Until next time, TTFN. That's for now.
Good night, everybody.